You closed the book, set it on the shelf, told yourself that was the last chapter, but God is still holding the pen. I used to have a picture of the way it all would go, the timeline and the people and the places I would know. I had the chapters mapped out, had the ending in my mind, but the story took a turn I didn't see and fell behind. Now the dream I carried looks nothing like I planned, and the future I imagined slipped right through my hands. So I sat down in the silence of the life I didn't choose, convinced there was no story left, convinced that I had lost. But something in my spirit wouldn't let me close the door. A whisper underneath the quiet, there is still more. Not a shout, not a sign, just a steady, patient pull, like an author in the margins, writing full. It's not over yet, God is still writing. The page you thought was final, He's still lighting. What feels like the ending is just turning of a page. Your story isn't over, you're not finished. Not today. I think about the ones whose stories almost ended early, the widow and the orphan and the ones the world forgot, the woman at the well who thought her water had run dry, who met a man who knew her name and changed the plot, and Lazarus inside the tomb, 4 days of silence, while the ones who loved him wept and said too late. But Jesus came and called him by his name out loud, and what looked like the end became the gate. So who am I to say my chapter can't be turned? Who am I to call it done before the author speaks? I have seen him work in places far beyond my reach, so I lay the pen down, let him write for me. It's not over yet, God is still writing. The page I thought was final, He's still lighting. What feels like the ending is just turning of a page. Your story isn't over, you're not finished. Not today. Choosing every word. Maybe what I called a closed door was a hallway leading somewhere I could not have seen before. I don't need to see the ending to keep walking. I don't need to read the chapter to believe He wrote the world from nothing into something. What He starts in me, He finishes in me. Is not over yet, God is still writing. Every scar, every silence, what you thought was your ending was His invitation. Your story isn't over, this is your new beginning. Still writing, not finished, not done. He's not done with you yet. Your story still going, still here, still writing. Still going, still here, still writing, still writing. The most important chapters are never the ones you expected, and God has never once run out of ink.